How did the United States pull off one of the most daring rescue operations deep behind enemy lines in Iran? It all comes down to one unbreakable code: leave no man behind. An F-15E Strike Eagle was hit by Iranian surface-to-air missiles during a low-level strike in the Zagros Mountains. Both the pilot and the weapons systems officer ejected safely. The pilot was extracted quickly, but the Wassoe was injured. Alone, bleeding, surrounded by rugged 7,000-foot mountain ridges, his survival training kicked in instantly. He hiked nearly 2 miles uphill through harsh terrain, evading Oji militias closing in on the crash site. Reaching high ground, he activated his survival beacon. Just as enemy forces swarmed the area below, the CSAR was already one step ahead. They launched a massive deception operation, spreading false intelligence that the Americans were trying to exfiltrate in a completely different direction. The Iranians took the bait and searched the wrong area, but when they finally realized the trick, all hell broke loose. Hundreds of Urgi troops and local militias raced toward the ridge and surrounded the injured Wassoe. At 2 a.m. the rescue began. Delta Force and Navy SEAL Team 6 swooped in on fast Mach-6 Little Bird helicopters, supported by Mach-60 Black Hawks. Overhead, A-10 Thunderbolts and Mine Reaper drones provided devastating close air support, while E-18G Growlers jammed Iranian radars. A temporary forward base was quickly set up on an abandoned airstrip deep in southern Isfahan province. As special operators reached the Wassoe, heavy firefights erupted. Bullets flew, A-10s rained down fire to suppress the enemy. The extraction got chaotic. 2 transport aircraft were hit and disabled. To prevent sensitive technology from falling into Iranian hands, the US made the painful decision to destroy their own damaged planes, including a $100 million asset. 1 MH-6 Little Bird and an HC-100 DJ were lost in the chaos. An A-10 was damaged by a manpad and crashed into the Persian Gulf. Even a CSAR helicopter took heavy fire from anti-aircraft guns. Despite the losses, the mission succeeded. Over 100 special operators and dozens of aircraft were committed just to bring one man home. The overloaded helicopters lifted off with the survivors and crossed back into friendly airspace by 5:30 a.m. This is what leave no man behind really looks like.